There's always children around me, and I just simply love children. It takes away the pain. I was very angry towards him. I thought to myself the day when I see him, I would like to ask him, why my little girl? Hi, I'm Gwen Julius. I live in Asla Park, Mossel Bay. I came to Mossel Bay at the end of 2000. I came with my 3 children, my daughter and my 2 sons. And then in 2002, the Chaneldi went to Milkwood. She really always sought out the most needy children. She was a very pleasant, loving little girl. Everybody that knew her loved her. She'll run and she'll bring them in. Ah, shame, mommy. They're hungry, mommy. I've learned a lot from her. She loved people, especially children. And on a tragic day, in November the 22nd, the morning she got up and she was very happy because she loved her friends around her. Because here in Asla, where we live, there's a lot of friends. And she just simply loved her friends. At about 2 o'clock, we went to visit a friend of mine. On our way, we were bumped on the pavement. We didn't see the car, we heard nothing. We went up in the air, she fell, her leg broke, she had multiple injuries. I had injuries to my leg, my lungs almost collapsed. But it's through the grace of God that He carried me through. She died there on the spot. And it was a great loss to all of us. I asked God, how am I going to live without my child? Because she was so sweet. She was born on my birthday. She was my ray of sunshine. She was really my present. It's a miss, but we know she's in a better place. She's with Jesus, because she said to me one day, Mommy, and she came from school, you know what you can do with God, Ma? And I asked her, what, my child? And she said to me, trust God, Mommy. And that day we took a taxi home. And as we got out of the taxi, she told the people, trust God. And they all laughed at her. It was very heartbroken for all of us, especially my son Cleveland, that was just 2 years younger than her. And when we used to visit the grave, we always wanted to pray. And always say, Lord, thank you for giving Chaneldi to us for 8 years. But Lord, I didn't know it was going to be so painful now that she's gone. I'll sit here and I'll sometimes just cry. But I held on to God's word. I held every time when I feel sad, even until today. It's now more than 15 years. It's almost 15 years this year. It will be 15 years. I held on to the Lord. I can only say, the only thing that I can say is through the grace of God, I'm here where I am today, carrying on without her, because I know I have a future and I'm going to see her. I'm going to be with my Lord like she is. He was under the influence of alcohol that day. He was very drunk. He couldn't even stand. And he tried to get away. But then other people saw and rode and stopped him. They were standing in front of the car, stopping him, making him stop. At first I was very, very angry with him. But as the years went on, I forgave him. Because it's only in forgiving him that I could look up and trust God more. My mother always used to tell me I was born to be a teacher. And I'm glad I took that career, because Now I can always be around children. And I can be at home, the school will phone me, we need you. Teacher, we need you, and then I'm there because it's so wonderful to work with children. They keep me busy because I help them with homework, I help them with projects at school. I'll sit and we'll read. God is there, He's with us in every little thing that we go through. It doesn't matter how big or how small. I know He's a loving God, and when I think about God, it's a warm feeling around my heart. He really carried me through.
On the 28th of July 2014, Gwen had a surprise visit at her home from the Minister for Community Safety for the Western Cape, Dan Plato, who called her a hero of the community.
It is so good to share with them, especially little children, because they always want to learn. God is our Father and He loves us. He loves us. He really, really loves us.